Let me tell you something, my friends. If you want tomorrow to be different, you have to start today. And if you want your life to change, you have to change. Now, here's the key. Change doesn't start with the government. It doesn't start with the economy. It doesn't even start with your boss. Change starts with your mind. That's why I tell people everywhere I go, educate your mind daily. Not once a week, not once in a while, not when you feel lucky, not when you feel motivated, daily. I was 25 years old, broke, behind on my bills, behind on my promises, and worst of all, behind on my dreams. Then I met a man, Mr. Schoff, and he looked at me and said, Jim, if you want things to change, you've got to change. That was the moment. That was the sentence. That turned my life around because I realized the world wasn't going to change for me. The economy wasn't going to change for me. My boss wasn't going to change for me. If I wanted a better life, I had to build a better mind. And how do you build a better mind? You educate it, not someday, not one day, but daily. Principle 1, formal versus self-education. Now listen carefully, Formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. And I don't just mean dollars. I mean wisdom. I mean philosophy. I mean relationships. I mean experiences. See, formal education trains you how to work for somebody else, but self-education trains you how to work on yourself. And when you work harder on yourself than you do on your job, you become more valuable to the marketplace, to your family, to your community, and to your own future. Principle 2, the daily habit. Here's what I discovered. Success is not something you chase. It's something you attract by the person you become. And the person you become depends on what you put into your mind daily. Read a book, listen to a recording, take notes in a journal, reflect, do it once. Maybe nothing happens. Do it twice. Still, no fireworks. But do it every day after day, week after week, month after month. And suddenly, you wake up one morning and people say, wow, you've changed. No, you didn't change overnight. You changed daily. You changed because you educated your mind daily. Let me give you my story. When I met Mr. Schoff, he asked me, Jim, how many books do you have in your library at home? I said, a library? I didn't have a library. I had a TV. And he said, that might be your problem. So I started building a library, one book at a time. And every day, I opened those books. I read, I studied, I underlined, I took notes. And guess what happened? My income changed. My relationships changed. My confidence changed because my philosophy changed. And my philosophy changed because I educated my mind daily. Principle 3, the law of neglect. Now here's the danger. If you neglect to educate your mind, if you skip a day, then 2, then a week, pretty soon you've lost the edge. See, neglect is like an infection, a little today, a little tomorrow, and soon it takes over. That's why I say, miss a meal if you have to, but don't miss your daily learning. Food feeds the body, but education feeds the mind, and the mind controls everything else. Principle 4, environment. Here's another key. Be careful who you spend your time with, because you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So ask yourself, who are you letting feed your mind? If you hang around people who complain, you'll become a complainer. If you hang around people who blame, you'll become a blamer. If you hang around people who are broke, you'll probably stay broke. But if you hang around readers, you'll read. If you hang around learners, you'll learn. If you hang around winners, you'll start winning. Educating your mind daily also means surrounding it with the right people. So, how do you do it? How do you educate your mind daily? Let me give you 5 steps. Read at least 10 pages a day. Books contain decades of wisdom for the price of a sandwich. Listen while you drive. Turn your car into a classroom. Keep a journal. Don't just collect knowledge, capture it. Review your notes weekly. Repetition is the mother of skill. Teach someone else. When you share what you learn, you double it. My mentor, Mr. Schoaf, told me something I never forgot. He said, Jim, set a goal to become a millionaire, not for the money, but for what it will make of you to achieve it. And I realized the real value is not what you get. The real value is who you become. And who you become depends on what you put in your mind daily. Don't wait. Don't wait for the right moment. Don't wait for the right mood. The right time to start is today. Open a book. Turn on a recording. Write in your journal. Have a conversation with someone better than you. And tomorrow, do it again. And the next day, do it again. Because success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. And failure is nothing more than a few small errors in judgment repeated every day. Choose daily education, and you choose success. Choose neglect, and you choose failure. So let me leave you with this. Your body can get tired. Your bank account can run low. But if your mind is strong, if your mind is educated, if your mind is rich with wisdom, then no matter what happens, you will rise. So promise yourself this. From this day forward, you will never go to bed without learning something new. Educate your mind daily because success and personal growth are waiting for you. The question is, will you feed your mind today